Hey, what up, everybody? Rich and Jared, Cosmic Wonder, jumping on, giving the big what's up. Hope everybody's doing amazing out there. Always like jumping on, giving thanks and praises to the Most High, and giving the most thanks and praises to each and every one of you guys. Always like being thankful for waking up each day. It's like a celebration. I like to celebrate the fact that I made it through another night, and it was a good night. So for anybody out there that's having rough times, rough nights, hard to sleep, depending on what's going on in your life, serious diseases, disorders, just heavy thinking, stress-filled stuff, you know. I like jumping on, try to give a little solution, little life hacks, try to overcome those demons or dragons or, you know, just things that seem to hold us back, hold us down from, you know, activating our true potential, what's really inside us, the power of the all in the all, you know. God. What do you term God? You know, what is God? Everybody wants to say, well, it's, you know, he gave us the Bible, or he gave us the Quran, or he gave us this and that. So I like to break all that down because it's, when you read those texts and you see what they're talking about, that's not God. For example, in the Old Testament, the amount of animals that are being slaughtered, supposedly, for God because he enjoys the smell of burnt fat. We all know that's bullshit. God could give a shit about burnt fat smell. I'm here to tell you guys. But when you understand that the writers were really cueing the initiate of the mystery schools in that they were actually burning up the animal desires that's burning inside of us, these giant emotions to do such animalistic things, you sacrifice that on your altar, and that makes God happy. So each day implement a thing of the mind and watch your mind, what it's thinking, and do one thing that the mind doesn't want to do. And then don't do the thing the mind wants to do. And just do it as an experiment and an example of sharpening Excalibur's sword in your spine, your mind, your Excalibur sword. And so you really want to cultivate this thing, which I find it hard to do because every day there's just so many things that can distract us from achieving those goals due to the comfortness of our lifestyles that we're immersed in here, especially in the Western world. It seems to be decaying pretty fast, very rapidly, due to the stabilization programs that were being performed all over the world in the past, and now it's here. You know, people are waking up to the fact that these big, giant corporations have been working against the interest of humanity in general. But now they've turned on their own. Consume us. So let the fire of the mind consume you with the powerful actions of implementing positive change in a world of negativity. And this is going to be an electrical war on positive and negative charges that are being created through the minds of the thinking mind and the ideas that come to the thinking mind and the action takers and the non-action takers. Whether it's good action takers and the bad action takers, there's action being taken. Then, for the non-action takers that recognize the power within them to take action, let's do it, mate. Let's come together and represent humanity, because we all one. We all love each other. And And I feel so compelled to do this because the recognition of this power within me, it's within you, and all the messages from these texts are telling you the same exact thing. It's when we get caught up in what they say, what they have told us, the way they have described the powerful force of the all in all to human form. So it's serious to get about these texts that we call the Bible, the Quran, any religious text. It's been taken literally. We have to go back, re-examine these things, re-look at them, and take out the myth of literalization and implement the facts of symbolism and what's really going on here and what has really been discussed and what is really known by the writers, which they've proven to be far ahead of their time. What's interesting, when you tap into a lot of great writers that have brought us occult history and occult knowledge, they tap into the stream of knowledge that flows through the universe, which I have to testify through myself that I've gained much knowledge from and know so very little of what is really there. But understanding that is part of the little life hacks that you can open your mind, that can help rest the stressful, frantic mind of the material, carnal mind, and rise above it to the higher octaves of the eternal mind, the immortal one that it dwells within the flesh. Fucking amazing, guys. And we're a part of that. And the more that's recognized, the more it's a double-edged sword as far as the sensitivity of the suffrage that goes on each and every day. You will feel it more and more, which will be the driving force behind your compelling action that's going to be taken to help out. And let that be your mantra. The universe will be pleased with your whatever works you can produce that expands on the knowingness of itself and yourself and your connectedness to the self, which is the I am. So hence why Cosmic Wonders, and the Cosmic Wonders started out when he was a wee lad, just a little baby, little Cosmic Wonder, a baby, and he was given away by his biological mother, whoever she may be out there, whether she was made to give him up or she thought it would be the best idea considering her circumstances in her life. But it was done. It was the will of the universe to send this baby forth and to be taken in and up by a family of magnificent proportions of love that have generated throughout his life and made him who he is. But he would have never been without the support and love of this loving family that had gone through the many tragedies themselves. And knowing that gives me much gratitude and more gratitude each and every day that I had had the life that I've been granted, and which also compels you more and more to take action in the short amount of time that's considered a life in the living body. And then we have avenues to help others bring that light out. So anybody out there that has been, you've been adopted and you haven't found your paternal parents, know that today it's easier than ever. And some might not want that rejoining, and some, like I said, if they were forced to give you up, I never thought about that until recently, that maybe she was forced to give me up. She didn't want to, and it was the only viable option was giving us up and escaping an abortion. It's scary to think how many parents out there force their children into getting abortions because of their young age and couldn't take care of the child. They were worried about other people thinking. They have a pregnant teen or a pregnant daughter that's not married. So all these pressures of society have created such horrific stories of untamed proportions. And we're here to change all that, because with the knowingness of the knowledge that I was pertaining to, the knowingness of the self, these things are all going to be minimalized to zeroness, where true light will exude each and every mind that pertains it, and break down the programmers that have helped cover up this light that's within them through the calcification of the pineal gland. No amount of fluoride can keep this out. No amount of control, no amount of cell phone 5G towers, mates. But it's their attempt to grapple the lion's paw, keep us in the matrix. But we are evolving past our material bodies into even better and better times, and that's the collectiveness, knowing the self, and the unfulfilled proportions of the collective mind being met finally. In the meantime, though, recognize yourself with the self and activate what's within. So the most important thing you can do is get into a dark room for longer than 20 minutes each and every day, no matter when you can. If you can't ever do that, at least shut your eyes and do some deep breathing. Just a few moments of a day, as many as times you can get in there, and help calm the mind. It's frantically racing, whether it's for your material gain or your physical health. All that energy, all the electricity, it's required. It needs to know it. It needs you to reaffirm it. It needs you to talk about it. It needs you to bring about it. And that way we can all see the truth behind these powerful institutions that have reigned supreme for our recorded history, and see that they are falling apart because they were perverted in itself, and they've been operating under the darkness and rule of negative energy. And they're going bye-bye, mates. So I'm here to tell each and every one of you out there, no matter what spectrum of the pole you may think you're on, we're all one. At the end of the day, you all put your pant legs on one at a time. Most of us. A few people are jumping in the drawers. But if you're doing that, you're going to need some help. But remember to shed that light and love each and every day, and your gratefulness of even being alive. Even in the worst circumstances. And understanding that you can work to achieve overcoming those circumstances. And for everybody that are in very privileged circumstances that have worked really hard to get there, or just happen to be there through luck or whatnot, embrace it every moment you got, because the universe is ever changing. Nothing's forever except for your energy, except for your dwelling in your flesh. You'll drop these bodies or have them taken away from you, or you're ripped out of them. And it's good to prepare for that integration back into the air that is the source of all things, which is light. And the many, 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 many things that exist in between you and I seem to be empty space. Learn about these things and learn how to mend these things at your will, and don't become a victim of their will. Anyway, back at you guys. Cosmic Wonder. Peace out.